Okay, we have one thumbs up so far, but I don't see anybody watching. I don't see
All right, I think we are live though, so we are going
Yeah, I
to
think
get
so
started.
too. Yeah.
Welcome home, welcome home. Come on in, y'all. Get
Thank
cozy.
you. And now it's saying that you're live.
Okay, all right. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Had to work out the kinks for the very first live interview that I'm super excited about. So come on in, y'all. Get cozy. Keep your shoes at the door. Grab a cocktail or a mocktail, whatever it is that you prefer. Light a candle. Get comfy. So I'm just going to give you a few minutes to come on in, get yourself situated. I'll hold off on my cocktail. Today I am live with the only Fabby in the family. And today we are going live with Fabby. I don't think the family is going to make an appearance today, right? I know, I'm just joking. Hi everyone, come on in. We're getting comfy. We just got home. Welcome home. It's been a long day at work. Come on in, get comfy.
Oh, Bless Family TV. Hi. Thank you for joining us.
Yep. Pour yourself a cocktail or mocktail, light your candle, get your cover, your throw blanket, get comfy.
Fabby. Her name is Fabby as well.
Really? Hi everybody. Hi, how's everybody doing? I know we're a little late, but better late than never. There.
Hi, Bless Family TV. Fab
Right,
in the
so,
house.
please, there. Can you hear me?
I need to put on my glasses. I'm trying to look cute. I know I can see.
I know. I'm
Put it
trying
on the
something. I'm
TV.
trying something a little different. So, like the tablet. Trying something a little different. So, I'm kind of a little bit further away from the camera, so the audio isn't like the best. But we are going to do what we can do. I'm trying to unlock it.
I turned on my TV.
All right. Okay. All right, y'all. Just bear with me while I work out the kinks. I know. It's always the first time. But today I am going to be interviewing Fabby in the family. She is a YouTuber. She's been doing YouTube for a little while now, and we are just going to get comfy, get cozy, and get to know Fabby a little bit better today. Yes. So we are going to jump right into it. Not going to waste any time. So the door is open, and we're going to get right into it, okay? Fabby, my first question. Are you ready? You look nervous. Are you nervous? No. All right. So before we even get into the questions, what are you having for a cocktail?
I'm having an amaretto.
Okay. All right. So let me share what I'm having. I'm going to be sipping on something like Stella Rose today, Stella Black. So nothing too strong. I want to be able to get through the questions. All right. So let me see something real quick, y'all.
Shout out to Mrs. Supreme.
Yes. So what we're going to do here is, on this channel, typically we discuss all things home, all things life, and just all the things like that. So I thought it would be awesome to be able to interview Fabby today because she has recently moved and she is in the process of doing all things home. So we're going to jump right into it. I just want to talk a little bit about your home buying process. Okay. So the home that you are currently in, is this your first home, like your first home purchase?
Very first home, yes.
Okay. So can you just explain to me and to the viewers what it was like purchasing your first home?
Okay. So we were living in an apartment for years.
Okay.
And I can't even tell you how many years we were in the place where we were living because we don't like moving. we always say that whenever we move, it's going to be our home. We're not moving from this apartment to another apartment.
Okay.
So, couple of years back, I would say before COVID, we were thinking about buying, and our credit sucks.
Okay.
So, but my husband's credit was a bit better than mine.
Mm-hmm.
But so then I started to work on mine, and he started to work on his, and we got credit cards and trying to buy stuff that we can afford, and then pay and stuff like that, so to help build our credit.
Okay.
And then later on, when we got back to it again, what we wanted, we weren't qualified for.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, we need to work harder.
Okay, so let me ask,
we need to
let
work
me ask
harder.
you that question. Since what you wanted, you wasn't qualified initially. You wasn't qualified for it. So
Actually, not what we wanted, what we were qualified for, we didn't like them.
we didn't like. Okay, you didn't like. So at that point, let me let you finish. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we didn't like them. Like we were qualified for
What happened? Oh, I don't know why.
okay, there you go. We were qualified for like we wanted a house.
Sorry. Can you see
Okay, we
me?
wanted. Yes, I can see
Okay.
you. We wanted a house, and we were qualified for like condos or townhomes. I mean, nothing wrong with them, but it's
Okay.
just like, especially me, I wanted a house because we have kids.
I
I want
understand.
somewhere like we can run around in the backyard
It
and
wasn't
stuff
what
like
you
that.
envisioned. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So then we said, okay, we're gonna work harder and stuff like that, and build our credit, and then at like around COVID, houses the houses market were like going skyrocketing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like, okay, we're gonna take a break for now. And a couple I mean later on we'll start again. And the girls were in dance, and last year I met with one of the mom from dance, and she always bring her laptop in, watching while she's working all of that stuff. So I admire her that,
Mm-hmm.
about her. So one day I asked her, "What do you do?" And she said, "Oh, I'm a real estate agent." I said,
Okay.
"Wow." I said, I like, I like your energy, like how you like very like you here for watching your daughter, and you also working and all that stuff. And found out she's been doing it for like a year, and she had a lot of closing and all that stuff. So I said, I want to buy a house, and I
Mm-hmm.
would like for her to be my agent.
Oh.
And she was like, sure. And she was looking at some houses, and she was showing me and stuff. And there was this one house I saw. I was like, I wouldn't mind getting that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, oh yeah, and the price is not bad either. It's in this location and all that stuff. And she was showing it to me. And I was asking her if she knows any lender that she can put me in contact with and everything. And she gave me a number. We weren't ready to like see what's out there, since it was a couple of years back since we started. So I just wanted to see like what it looks like now and everything.
So let me ask you. So when y'all started the process, and then when you met the realtor, how much time was it in between?
Oh, that was years.
Years. Okay.
Are you talking about when I started the process and when I meet the realtor?
Yes. Because I know you
The
said at
process
first.
to get this home?
Yes, because you said at first y'all weren't qualified for what you wanted, so you just waited
That was a couple of years back.
years. Okay. That's why I was trying to
Yes.
make the point that
Yeah, that
sometimes
was a couple of years back.
okay, that's what I
Then
was
when
saying,
I
because
met her,
sometimes it's a big gap in between, like especially with first time home buyers. It's normally, if you decide to wait, sometimes it takes time to get the home that you want versus like what you're qualified for that first time. Sometimes people buy their first home and just call it a starter home, but you already knew that you wanted your first home to be your forever home. So y'all,
right.
sounds like
That
y'all
too,
just
and it
back and
doesn't
forth.
matter. Like if I was quite like I said, I wanted a house, not a townhouse or a condo. I wanted a house, but it didn't matter if if that's what we had to get, then we would
Yeah,
we would have to
definitely,
deal with
definitely. I
that.
understand. I understand.
Right.
Okay.
So then
So that's all. That's what I wanted to know. What did your home buying process look like before you actually got into your home? And it sounds like y'all wanted to buy a home, and then they told you what you would be able to afford at that point, and you weren't satisfied with what you could purchase, so you stepped back, saved some more, prepared, got your credit together, and then went on again to look. Did I surmise that right correctly?
yes, that's
Okay.
about right. But that was
Okay.
like a couple of years when we started looking again.
Okay,
Now,
that
hmm
that makes sense because I've run. I just from personal experience and then experience of others. A lot of time, first time home buyers, not always, but are upset because the house that they envisioned purchasing that first time isn't the house that they can actually afford, and then normally, they I ain't gonna say reel it back in, but find something within their budget at that time and then plan to move in the future, but you kind of did the opposite.
yeah, because
Okay.
our credit had a lot of plays a lot of role, a big role in it.
Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, our
So
credit plays a big role.
y'all purchased your home around COVID, during COVID.
No, that was when we were
That's
like
when
we
y'all
were
were initially looking.
looking before, like
Okay,
the
yeah,
second time. The one
I
COVID
do
was the
remember that
second
time. I
time
do remember that time. That's when everything was
we
like,
started thinking about it, and then we took a break.
okay, okay, okay. So you,
Yeah.
so
So
y'all just moved recently.
COVID was the second time we wanted to try again, and there was not many houses out there,
Okay,
and
okay,
so we said, okay, we're gonna take a break when everything, and then we'll start again. And so last year in May was when well, I've been seeing her, but in May was when I started talking to her, the lady, and
okay.
then that's when she was giving me the information, and so I reached out to the lender like by like mid June.
Mm-hmm.
June, we already know what we were qualified for and everything. And from there, everything was just like
Successful.
everything happened. Till today, I still can't believe we have a home. Everything happened so fast.
So from June, so you started looking in like May or June, and then how long did it take y'all to?
And one May was when I met her, and I believe like one like yes, it one June, like let's say 2 weeks in June was
Okay.
when we found out what we were qualified for, and we were able to like pick and choose what we want. Even that house that she was looking at, I told her, oh, I wouldn't mind that. I didn't want that anymore.
See, and that's
All of a sudden, it was too small for me.
yes, it's all a part of the process. It's all I feel like that's all a part of the process. So that's kind of a good segue into the next question. What made y'all decide? How did you know that the house that you're currently in now was the house that it was the house?
Because I always like high ceiling,
Okay.
and so we went to look at few houses, and when we came to look at this, actually Gabby found this one.
What, like online?
Yes, on
Oh,
Zillow.
okay.
Gabby found it, and
Oh,
she told me she found it online. She said, "Mom, I found a house. You will like it." And she liked high ceiling. So even when we were looking, she told me that make sure whatever you find, make sure it's 2 stories.
listen, the kids.
Gabby is bougie. Bella didn't care. Bella said, as long I don't have to share with this, I don't have to share room with this one because at the apartment they were sharing rooms. She said, as long as I don't have to share room with this girl, I don't care what it is. But
Listen.
Gabby said, Mom, make sure it's a 2 story. So when she saw it, I said, no, Gabby, this house is too high. We're not doing that. So
Hmm.
I just keep it. And a couple of weeks later, my agent sent it to me.
Wow.
And I was like, she knows what I'm qualified for. Why she sent me something like
Hmm.
above,
Hmm. Hmm.
And then when somebody tell me, just look at the price again, and then it went down. The price
That,
went down.
that's what's happening
So
right now in the market.
yes. So
A lot of stuff is going down. Um, okay, so that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Another question: what do you feel like was the biggest challenge during the move?
Biggest challenge. What was the biggest challenge? Like I said, everything went so smoothly.
You can't think of any
There
challenges.
wasn't oh, here's the challenge. Where we the apartment, our list was not up yet.
Okay.
Because like I said, we were just wanted to see what, like what's out there and what we qualify for, since it was a couple years, like 4 or 5 years since we wanted to so since we were looking. And so we didn't think like it was going to happen so fast. So our list was going to expire this month, actually.
So y'all
Our
had
list was
to.
going to expire this month. And
So
I went and told the the listen office. I said, "Listen, I wasn't looking to buy yet, but I was really looking out there to see what's out there. But we qualify for something, and we are gonna have to go." And he was like, "Oh, just write me a letter and da 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 this and that." And I'm like, "When
did
is
they
it
ask for
possible?"
like a fee? Because typically, like if you break the lease early, they'll want
Well,
to
there
charge.
were two choices, and the funny thing is that that choice was like to which one was it again? There was one like to just pay a certain amount and then you move out, and the other, that's the one we always do, and the other one was like you have to keep paying until they rent the place. So
Oh
that's
wow.
the one we checked for this time around. So now we were like, we have a mortgage. We're not gonna be paying
Yeah, because
that, and then the mortgage. So I wrote the letter and I said that we're moving because we bought a home and da 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 this and that, and I make sure I went and clean the place and take pictures and videos, and I haven't heard from them.
so you didn't. So they didn't. After you wrote the letter, you didn't have to like pay a fee or anything like that.
No, you said they'll give me the address to where you're going and stuff like that, in case you have to, in case we need you. I'm like, nope. In my head, I'm like, you're not gonna need me.
I
So
know that's right. You
we're
said I'm out
out.
of here. I'm out of here.
What are they gonna
These
do?
these days are over. Thanks,
Yes, I mean, if
Tanika.
I was
Thanks,
going to rent,
Tanika.
that's fine, but I'm going to buy a
Sorry,
house. Like, you
Tanika just
expect me
sent a
to?
super chat. Thank you so much, Tanika. Everybody, I'm sorry for those who were coming in. I know we were just like chit chatting it up. Welcome in, welcome in. I was telling everybody to leave y'all shoes at the door, get comfortable, pour yourself a drink, welcome home, get cozy, light a candle. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all already know the vibes. Just get comfy. We're home, so it's time to catch the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Catch the vibe. Work is over. But don't forget to like the live, y'all. And I am interviewing, for those who don't know, I am interviewing Fabby and the Family. That is her name here on YouTube. And she recently, her and her family recently purchased a home. So we are discussing, y'all know, all things home, all things life, and just all the things. So my next question for you. Oh my
Coach
God.
Queen
Coach,
Wing.
y'all
Oh
showing
wow,
off. Why are y'all showing off? Money
they
making
are showing off.
advance.
Let me see. Can I
But
like it? Let me like it.
oh my gosh, I don't even know. Can we? We sure can. Thanks, Coach. Coach is trying to really
I
get
think
me
you
to
can
class.
see.
I'll tell you, I might sign up tonight. I might sign up. It's a matter of, oh, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, class is over. I was gonna say, what you doing here? Okay, but my next question for Fabby, um, I know a lot of times when we make moves from one place to the next, either either it's I'm bringing everything with me and we're just going to get things like gradually, or it's like I'm throwing everything out and I want everything new. What was your process?
Okay, so we only move here with my couch, which is
So
what
you
we
do
have.
everything.
We're using in the family room.
Hmm.
And I wanted a new bed because I did not like my bed, and I feel like we were not going to be here long. I don't want to buy bed and then break it when we're moving out and stuff like that. So I wanted to buy something when we move to a place, and so that and knowing that okay, we're not going nowhere, or you know. So that was pretty much what was. Oh, So we actually we threw away a lot of stuff. However, yes, we kept the living room, and then we kept the dining room. That we have it in the backyard
Did you?
because the back is covered, so we put that there. And then we purchased a new dining set and a new living set for the sitting area.
Okay. What would you say? Do you think your style has changed from from where you lived prior to where you are now? Like your or what? And what would you say
Style has
your current
always
style is?
My style has always changed. Again, I didn't want to buy anything new because I didn't know like for our okay. So I recently like king size bed, right?
Uh-huh.
And if I were to change the bed at the apartment, I could have because the room was big enough. But I didn't know, like, when we moved to our home, if the room is going to be big enough to get a king size bed. So therefore, I didn't want to change the bed yet until we move.
Okay.
So a lot of things that I have changed. I just didn't want to purchase anything yet. I wanted to wait till I get my home and then to get it the way I like it. I've always liked modern
Modern. Okay.
home. Yes,
I don't know why
I've always
I
liked
knew you were
modern,
going to say that.
and so it was just perfect. Um, I threw away a lot of comforters because, well, even though I wasn't going to use them for my bed, I my style had changed when it comes to that because, like, it's been 2 years since I started to be practical in stuff that I buy, which is the reason why I'm also taking my time to decorate this house. I don't want to just buy stuff just so the house is,
To
like,
fill the
it's complete,
space.
and then later on I hate the stuff I buy. So I'm
Yep.
taking my time. Like, you see that last video when I was fixing
Your
my
room.
bed, like on the wall, I want to put something on there, but I haven't seen anything that I like, and I don't want to just purchase something to have it there just to have it, and then later on hate it because that's money. So for my comforters, I had like 4 of them, and they were different colors, and I found that it was hard to change my beddings and stuff like that because, let's say, I wanna use certain color or the pillowcase ripped, and it was hard for me to find another pillowcase to match with the comforter that I had.
Do you like
So I said,
white
you know
or
what?
like neutral colors? Do you like neutral colors?
Okay, I used to buy beddings. I stopped doing that. I used to have beddings, the bed, not beddings. I used to buy.
Oh my god.
I used to buy beds in the bag when the bag has the
The
comforter, the
pillows
sheets,
cover.
the pillowcase, the has everything.
Mm-hmm.
I used to buy those. So whenever I feel like changing to a different one, it used to be hard, like to get other sheets or pillowcases to go with them and stuff. So now I said, you know what? I'm going to get only nude colors and white.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that way you can always find something to go with them.
I
So
think I know, like, for people who like to change their decor a lot or just not really into colors, I think neutral is like the
neutral is
perfect.
the way to go.
Yeah, it's like perfect. You can
Yes.
always add to it, but when you have like um different items with a lot of print on it and stuff like that, it's hard to add to it and take away. Really, it is what it is. But if you have like a solid foundation, that's with anything. If the foundation is solid, you can definitely add color. It can be light. Let's say you have a white,
Yes,
you
it's
get white
easier
bedding
that
for
way.
the spring. Just add colorful. You can add colors, or for the fall, you can add like the darker tones. And it's just one, it saves money to not have to buy different comforters for each
Yes,
season, but it's also like
absolutely.
it's just a nice.
Yes, and I didn't want to have too many comforters either. I feel like 2 is enough. Like, once I
Mm-hmm.
take one out, take it to the dry clean, I can have the second one on the bed. So the
Exactly.
apartment teach me a lot. Like, you don't have to have too many things. I hate clutter.
Exactly. Like
I
one
think
for the spring
so.
and summer, and then one for the. I like to do like one for the spring and summer, and one for the fall and winter, like a heavier one. And then the spring and summer still neutral, but not
Right,
as heavy.
right. But with
Yep.
Florida, we don't need anything
Oh
heavy.
yeah,
Even
yeah,
for
yeah.
the
You are in Florida.
winter, it's not really that cold. So, like the one I have on my bed now, it's all year round. I don't have to change it. I mean, I can change it for like a if I want to get nude, so I can have two different ones and stuff. But I don't really need to change it for any season, if that makes sense.
Hi, everyone who's just coming in the chat. I'm hoping I'm not missing y'all. It looks like y'all kind of chit chatting with each other. If y'all have any questions for Fabby, definitely drop them below and I will ask her. But yeah, we're gonna continue on. Where would you say you is one of like what's like your top one or two stores that you like to shop at for home decor?
Um, we have an RH, but it's really far.
What's
It's
really
really
far? What's
far.
really far? Like how many hours? Logan?
Oh, it's a couple hours, and
Okay.
unless if I'm going in that, like going somewhere,
Hmm.
like to a family members and stuff like that, then I can stop. But as far as like going just for that, it's a
Hmm.
no.
Okay.
Yes, but Hobby Lobby is my number one, and
Okay.
then Home Goods.
Home goods. Okay. Okay.
So
All
that those
right.
are my top two.
Oh, we
I
have
also like CB2 as well.
okay, Fabby. Okay, Fabby. We have similar stores. We like similar stores.
Yes.
Do you like to thrift?
Do I like to?
Do you like to thrift? Like, do you like to go to thrift stores for home decor or?
I haven't been,
Mhm.
but you just give me an idea. I might go and check them few out and stuff.
Yeah, thrift stores are nice. I mean, they have nice items like even furniture sometimes, and then like if you like
Right,
you're into
right.
like reupholstering items and stuff, they a lot of chairs like the wingback chairs. Sometimes they have those for like $10 or $15, and then you can
Oh wow.
reupholster them. If you go to a store and buy that, they're hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Um, so they're
I would like
they're
to Google.
yeah they're
Have
nice
to
for that.
Google one to know where is one near me and stuff.
Yep, and then they have like nice. You know where I like to get from the thrift stores. I like to go there for the coffee table books.
Coffee tables. Okay.
Yeah, they have like a.
My coffee table is from Amazon.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. But the like you know
I got
how.
it on Amazon, but it says it was from Wayfair or something. But I saw it on
Yeah,
Amazon.
that's interesting. I don't know. I feel like all the sites are starting to like commingle. What's good, brother? I hope I'm not missing anybody. Elevator's question for you, Fabi, is how much money have you made total from Crime Stoppers?
What was that?
I probably shouldn't even ask Elevator's question. Okay, because we don't over
Tell
there.
Elevated he needs to cash up 1999.
Exactly. Okay, so if you want to ask questions, you have to cash at 19.99. That's only for Elevated. That's
Yes.
only for Elevated. All right. So, I think this is going. You say is your favorite room in your home? Like, where do you like to hang out most?
Mm.
The
Family room.
family room. Okay. I feel like
Because
it's
I
either
have
the family
everything
room.
down here in the family room.
I feel
Because
like
my
most
couch I
people
can
either
lay on
say
there
that.
if I'm sleepy, and the
Yeah, I feel
sound on
like
the
people
TV
normally
is
say family room or base. I'm not basement. Family room or bedroom. It's normally one of those two.
yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so we are going to move on. Give me 1 second. Sorry, y'all. I need to grab a charger. But okay, give me move on. Like I was saying, everybody in the chat, don't forget to. Wait a minute. See, Fabby is showing. I'm just reading the chat, Fabby. Sorry, trying to catch up. Making sure I'm not missing any questions. Am I missing any questions? Okay. Hi, everybody. If I didn't speak already, How are you doing? Can you grab me?
Nisha asked if I'm in Jacksonville. No, I'm in Broward County. If Nisha is still here, so she asked if I'm in Jacksonville.
Okay.
I'm in Broward County.
I might need an extension cord. Okay. What was it? How far is that from Disney? Just wondering.
Where I live?
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 3 hours.
So that's not. Oh, I guess it could be a day trip. It'll be a long day trip.
Yeah,
Disney.
3 hours.
Have you been to Disney?
Yes, we have been.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, I feel like I already knew that answer. Sorry. Give me 1 second. All right. Now we are going to move on because into into family life. Fabi has two twin daughters, and I just wanted to know how have your daughters adjusted to the new home, or how have
What's
they?
that?
How has your daughters and your family in general? How have y'all adjusted to the new home?
Oh, was piece of cake. They love being in their own room because they never had their own room before. They used to always share a room and stuff like that. And my husband, he loves it in the back because we have water in the backyard. And even when we were in the apartment, he always like have to have water. Like water calms him.
Okay,
So
okay,
his
okay.
favorite area is the back.
Oh, nice. Do you see a lot of what is it, alligator? Since you're near water.
No, I don't see, but it's not impossible that they're in that water.
Mm.
It's not impossible, but I haven't heard anybody say anything about seeing any of them here because it's a man-made lake, but still anybody
Yeah.
can just drop one.
Yeah.
So I don't trust any water that I can see the bottom of.
Okay. All right. My next question for you would be, how do you, because you're a mom, you work, and, it can be a lot to also create content. How do you manage homemaking and content creation?
It's hard. It's hard. I mean, I've seen some people do it and
And make
stuff,
it look
but I
easy.
don't know. I can compare them with my home because I don't know like if they get help and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like it's
So but you're still able to post. So how do you feel like you're able to create content along with managing the day to day?
it's not hard.
You feel like it's not hard to do?
No, it's not hard to do.
So what would you, okay, so I guess I'm asking this. A person who is struggling with being able to post, like I guess consistently, right? And they may have the their issue may be that they have children, they have a spouse, and life is and working full time, life is demanding. What would you tell them to do?
Okay, I will tell them to try to post like try to create content like a day that you have a little bit more freedom. Try to create more content on that day,
So
and
bad.
that will be easier for yeah. That's what I plan on doing, but I just haven't. I
Got
had a
around to it.
storage issue.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. Well, that's actually another question. But
I had storage issue, and also my uniform, my work uniform, has the logo of the company on it, and there are times that I could have just like take you guys to the store with me or
mhm.
wherever I need to stop to. And it's hard to do that. Even with the kids, like sometimes I want to like record taking them to school or picking them up from school. And because of the uniforms has the name of the school on there, I don't wanna, it
um,
kind of like make it difficult and stuff.
yeah.
So that kind of limited me from that. But I know I can. It's not impossible. I can make it work. I just need to figure.
I would say my suggestion for that would be just carry, like if like sometimes you want to create. once you
That's
get
what
off
I was
of
thinking
work,
of doing, having something.
another shirt.
Just
Like carry another shirt with you, and it's like your kids, their schools on their shirts and stuff. Just have like an extra shirt in the car. I know it's easier said than done sometimes because I tell
yeah.
myself the same thing as far as like, oh, just
But
pack some snacks in the car. So we always have snacks, but then they eat the snacks, so you don't always have them. But just to try to be proactive, to try to like, if you know, if you want to create once you're getting off of work and you feel like talking, because I know once you get off, a lot of times you get a burst of energy. It's like, oh, this will be a perfect time to pick up the camera. Maybe try to have extra shirts with you so you can just like, toss it on and get the chit chatting.
yes.
Because we need to see what's in Home Goods in Florida.
Okay. Okay, I will do that. I also need a lamp for my nightstand too for my room.
You need what? I didn't hear
I've
you.
been what's that?
I didn't hear you. You said you need a what?
Lamp
A lamp. Oh, okay,
for
okay.
my nightstand. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know.
I
I'm
need the
looking for
lamp.
the
I've
same
been to Home
thing.
Good. I didn't see any that. I want to find something that I'm like, wow, like even my mirror that I have down here. I've been looking for a while, and I've seen some that I like, but I want something to like, wow, like I want this.
A
And
mirror?
even painting too. I got this painting from Home Goods. When I saw it, I'm like, I want this.
What kind of mirror are you looking for? Like a floor to like
A floor, yes.
a floor mirror.
But
Okay.
one time I went and I found one. I said, "This is my mirror," and we took it home. Me and the girls.
Are you
We.
looking for something that's like has a
I already
design
have
on
it.
it?
I already have it. I already purchased it.
Oh, you already have it. I thought you said you were
But when I
looking
was
for.
looking, I didn't see anything that speaks to me.
Oh, okay. I definitely understand that. That's why I can relate because I feel the same way as far as like just going out and purchasing anything. When you do
Yes, I
that,
want something to speak to me.
exactly. When you do that, you, you I'm sorry to hear you. Oh, I'm saying when you do that, it's like you fill the home, but then it still doesn't feel complete. You have items, and then you're looking around like, I want to switch everything. So it's definitely best
Yes.
to it's definitely best to go out and make sure the items
Nisha has a
really resonate
question.
with you.
Oh no, I already answered that. I already answered that. I'm watching on the TV, but I think the chat is slow on the TV.
Just Danielle wants to know what is Fabby sipping on. I used to put tape over my logo when I did videos at work. Okay, that's a good option too. Maybe you can have like tape instead of yeah. I think is it amaretto? I don't know. I know they have.
ARME
Is it TTO?
RRETO, I
Oh
believe.
yeah, I think it's
Amaretto.
amaretto. And you said it was sweet. You said
Okay.
it was sweet. I think amaretto is sweet. They have
It's
like
sweet, yes.
yeah, I think they have like amaretto sours or is that whiskey sour? They might have both. I don't
So
know.
mine is just the whiskey. Yeah, I've had the sour before, but it doesn't taste the same. So it's just the amaretto on ice.
Oh shoot, I'm putting the wrong code in here. Yep. So that's what she's sipping on. That's why. Hold up. Okay. Next question. We are going to.
Okay.
I think we're going to shift gears a little bit. We're going to shift into content creation because Fabby
Okay.
has over 3,000 subscribers, which is a huge feat on here on YouTube. You know, it's hard to get 2 subscribers and keep them. So let me know, how is it that what have you done to grow here on YouTube? What would you say are like 2 of the things that you would tell somebody to do to grow on YouTube?
Well, first I would say before somebody even think about starting a YouTube channel,
Mm-hmm.
to think about the name that you
Mm-hmm.
want to name your channel and what it is that you want to post, because you don't want to start doing something and then you burn out and not not having anything else to talk about
Talk
that,
about. Mm-hmm.
you know whatever you decide to do on YouTube and stuff like that. And
Coach.
before you even start posting your very first video, make sure that you bench record. Very important, because once you drop a video, people like it and they're gonna come back for more. And if you're gonna wait for the next week or the next month, they're not gonna take you serious. And I speaking
So
from experience, I know all this, but I didn't know about like the bench record. I
mhm.
learned those out down the line, like for my experience on YouTube, and then I started to learn that.
Okay.
But so that's what I've seen, and what else?
So you feel like
Yeah, bench record
those are two
and
things
just
those are two things that would help a person grow on
yes,
YouTube. If you
and
okay,
network.
not burn out. Okay.
Network.
I know
Network helps a lot.
people say network all the time, right? No, I'm telling the story. People don't say network all the time. I think that's one of the things that we forget about. We think that like, oh, we can put out our content and everybody's gonna love it, and I'm gonna have 1 million subscribers tomorrow, right? What would you say tell someone to do if you were saying network? Like, what are the bullet points under network? What are 2 ways to network?
Okay, with network, let's say you find somebody that's not too big and not reading your comment and not comment, not respond to your comments and stuff like that. But someone like who's building their channel, so
Okay.
those they value, the comments and people
Okay.
who
Okay.
who are engaging with them.
Mhm.
And you just never know who might see that comment you leave, and see how many times that they see you. They might one day be like, let me check this person channel out, because you're not making your content for other content creators. You're making content for people who doesn't have a channel to come and
Mhm.
watch you, because at
I
the end
agree.
of the day, as you grow, you're not going to have time to keep going to everybody's channel to support.
I agree.
So that's where I say the network, it helps you, give you that boost, but you have to like find go outside of your like that. We have the are you Latin? So I also go out like let's say I'm scrolling to see who's live, and if I see another channel that I'm not connected with, I will go on there. I will see what they are talking about in their live and stuff like that,
I
and
agree.
I will comment, and
I agree. I have
I
two
will comment
questions.
and
One,
engage.
someone wants to know where you're from. Like, where's your like because of your accent.
I'm from Haiti. I was born and raised in Haiti.
Okay, and then Jay
I
just
learned
said.
English here.
Jay just said, I'm gonna read Jay's comment. It says, "Nah, networking is where it's all. Watch, or I guess maybe where it's at. Watching random lives of people you find interesting, going to other people's videos and looking in their comments." I agree with that, but let me ask y'all a question. When y'all go to like the live tab on what is it called on YouTube, do y'all find people in y'all niche on the live tab? Like when y'all scrolling, Babby, like when you scroll on live, do you find people in your niche?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
Yes. I found someone who like I found her short. I found a short with home decors and all that stuff.
Okay, so you're looking at the shorts when you're like trying to
But
like
I
network.
didn't get a chance to go and engage. I just saw it and then I think one of you guys were live and I just got off it and gone.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So when you're looking like for other creators to network with, you're looking at the shorts or the lives or both.
I think I don't know, but for some reason when I'm looking for live, sometimes I would find shorts on there too.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what it is, but
Or is it, I don't remember like, but I know I've seen shorts.
that's interesting because I don't know what it is, but when I look through the live feed, I don't find people in my niche. I find like random people, like they're doing
Uh-huh.
nothing
I found
related.
random people too. I will stop and and check them out and stuff like that. If they're interesting, like you say stuff that I am okay
Uh-huh.
with, and that got my attention, I will stop and say hello and stuff. Because then again, you never know. It's not like you're doing it for that person, like per se, but the people who are in the comments and stuff like that might come and check you out, where you don't have to go and subscribe to them because they are not content creators, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because we're looking for people who's not content creators.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
And I think, who did I learn that from? I learned that from, it's either Roberta Blake or someone from vidIQ, like, who was talking about, like, go to people channel and, or like, if you find a channel that you like, that you watch, comment and stuff like that, and you never know who might see you on there and check you out and end up connected with you as well.
Okay, that's interesting that you say that. That leads me to my next question. Here on YouTube, who inspires you, like, to create? Who, not even to create, but just here on YouTube, who inspires you?
Well, the channel wasn't my channel, it was for the girls. It was when YouTube had that COPA law, the rules and regulation, when if you are a minor, they are not going to put ads in your videos, and there's not going to be any comments, so no interaction. So
Mhm.
how do I know if people like the channel or not? I mean, we used to get views, but I like to see comments so I know
Who's
who see the
viewing?
channel and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And that's what I started to, like, move it around, changing it, and now I get to a point where I figured I should have it for me, because I can always have something to post as opposed to the girls, because I'm not one of those parents who's going to force my kids to record.
Okay.
And I remember there were times that when I want them to, like, when I have an idea for them to do, oh, mommy, I don't feel like it. I'm not going to force them, because the audience can see that they're not into it. They're not, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
definitely, definitely,
So,
definitely, definitely.
and then I won't have to worry about comments, not, like, people not be able to comment. Now I can just drop my videos and go about my business, and not having to worry about YouTube keep removing my comments because the girls appeared in the video.
Okay, that's actually, I didn't have this question written down, but now I'm interested. That just piqued my interest. So, since
Especially short. I don't mean to cut you off, but I just
no,
don't
you're
want
fine.
to forget that. Especially with short, like, they like to do short,
Okay,
but it's hard to do short because it's them on there. YouTube is not going to keep the
push it
comment
out.
on. So they have to be, like, far and stuff. Or I will show myself in there and then show them.
Okay,
And yeah, there are plenty of times I want to post a short. As soon I put it on unlisted and then checking it again, and the comment is gone. So I just delete it. It doesn't make sense, because I know it for fact. The moment I post a short, that YouTube remove the comment, we don't get that much. We don't get much views on them, because YouTube is not gonna push them out there.
so
But if you have a big audience,
I
whenever you
wonder
post
what
something,
are
your
people
audience is
doing
gonna.
who have like kid channels that like are, but they're pushing them out.
I think the audience know them. So even if YouTube, if they don't get a notification, they can always go and look for them.
Hmm.
So I think they have more chance for them to be out there and get more views than somebody who's trying to grow. It's my
Okay,
opinion.
I get it. I get it. That makes sense. So that's the question. But what? So current day, does your daughters want to continue making content, or I know sometimes as kids get older, they don't want to be on the camera anymore, or like, do they still feel the same as they did when you first created the channel? Like, do they still want to create?
They're still okay with it, but
Okay.
they're more into, like, short, and if we're going somewhere, they'll be fine with that too.
Okay. So in the
Yeah,
future, do you feel like, I know recently you just changed it, you changed the name of your channel from
right.
the Joseph family to Fabi and the family. Do you
Oh,
feel
that was a nightmare, and I didn't realize that until I get with you guys. Because when I not just with you guys, when I started to go out there to network with other channels, and people would think that, it makes sense. Like you see Joseph family, you don't know who's behind, who's texting, who's commenting and stuff. Like it can be the wife, the husband, or one of the kids.
Interesting.
Because I have other families' channel that when I post something that they will comment, I just assume it's the lady. I just assume,
so do you
thank you,
think?
girl. And so I just assume it's the wife.
So
But
have
that
you
doesn't
seen a
necessarily
difference?
mean it's them.
Have you seen a difference since you changed your name from Joseph Family to Fabby? Like how
Yes,
you
I've
seen?
seen a difference when
Oh,
I comment somewhere. Like people automatically knows that I'm a lady.
oh, great. Oh, so that was a good move. That was a good move.
Yes, and it's easier now when, like, let's say I'm on the street and tell somebody, oh, I have a YouTube channel and stuff like that. And once they look me up, they find me on there instead of having to like keep scrolling, to find.
Okay.
So it's easier that way.
Let me read some of the comments to see if we missed any questions. I agree, but sometimes you support them and they don't support back. Oh, they're talking about like when you're networking and sometimes you support people and then they don't support back. I guess that's an interesting question too, because that does happen a lot. When you support someone, like let's say you're looking to network and just find different creators that you're interested in. When you support them and they don't support back, what type of feeling do you have?
Well,
Does that
I
make you
see it
not want
this
to
way
support
since
or does?
I joined, the movement Latin.
Mhm.
I see it like that person may not have time. They may have other channels to support, but if it's been a month and you're not stopping by or even
Yeah.
watch one of my shorts, I mean, if you are just a channel that I enjoy watching, that's
Hmm.
fine. That's fine because I used to watch you before. But if I'm trying to network and stuff like that, and I'm trying to connect with you, and I keep going to watch your stuff, and not once to stop
That,
by
I guess that's interesting though because
I won't unsubscribe. I will not do that. I will not unsubscribe, but I'm not going to have my post notification up for you.
okay, that was that was my question. I guess I was asking, does that make you not want to support anymore if people don't reciprocate the support?
If that person posts something, like let's say I read the title, it's something interesting, I will click on it. But if it's not what I thought it was, I will get out.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I suppose
asking
to someone
that.
that I'm connected with. I don't care what it is. I'm going to support regardless.
And I'm asking that one because I know like we're all a lot of us are content creators and sometimes
Yes, and we
when
work, and it's hard to like keep. But what I
that
started doing, like let's say on my last video, I would go and look at names. So if I see anybody that I haven't been to their channel, I will click on that name and I'll go and check them out and support.
I think it's okay. That's I guess this is what I want to know. Do you think in order to grow that you have to network? And I'm only let me ask because I'm only
Oh,
asking that because some
okay,
people
ask that one more time.
do you think in order to grow on YouTube that you have to network? Because
No, it's a part of it, but it's not a necessity
okay.
because you still have to post. You still have to do your work as well, like posting constantly, and which is what you know, I have issue with and stuff like that. But I'm planning to post at least twice or three times a week. That's my plan. But yes, you have to like push yourself to work for it and stuff. Not no Networking alone is not going to get you there.
I
In
agree.
my opinion, it might get some people there, but I don't think it's.
I agree, and I'm asking that because I'm I'm noticing that sometimes people will support. Like you may go out and support someone, and then they don't come back and visit your channel, and then you feel like, oh, I'm not going to watch their channel anymore. But they may genuinely like just not like your content, and that's okay. They don't like people don't have. I feel like people don't have to watch your content because you
No,
are
they don't
creator.
have to. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. They
because we're
don't
all
have
on
to.
YouTube. A lot of people are on YouTube for entertainment, for education, like, you know, for things like that. And if your channel does not meet any of those person's needs, time is very valuable, you know. And at that point, then
It is. It is.
their time is being wasted.
Hmm.
So
Well, if that video, if that one video is not for you, it's not for you. But you know, if I post something, you know, that you like, you can watch it too. That's
yeah,
fine.
exactly. No, I was just saying, I think that sometimes as creators, we feel like, okay, because I watch your video, you have to watch mine. Because I know, like when we said networking is, and you know, kind of, we feel like it's imperative to grow, but sometimes everybody doesn't feel that way. Some people don't have to
Right.
network and they still grow. So it's just like they may be tunnel vision on just creating their content, creating the very best content, and planning on growing that way versus meeting people in their niche and trying to network every day. They just may be laser focused on content, and they may feel like maybe you visited their channel because they're creating stellar content, not really thinking that, oh, this is like this person wants me to visit their channel, so that's why they're commenting on mine. So that's why I was asking, do you feel like it's a necessity to network in order to grow?
No, but I know it helps. Like, let's say you drop a video and 10 people go and like it and stuff like that. YouTube will be like, oh, okay, you know, people are interested in this video,
Mm-hmm.
and they will kind of like push it out there.
I agree. I agree. I agree. Let me read some of the comments to see if
Because
they
I've
have
seen
any
a lot of,
questions.
like, there are other channels that I watch, and when I look at the very first video, I see that there were other people that they were like connecting with, and
Okay.
even
Okay.
collab later on and all that stuff.
I've noticed that too. I've noticed that too. Like,
Yes, like we have this family down here, Penton Squad Move. Um, have you ever seen Super Saya? No, it's a family channel, but
I feel like
what's the
I've
name of
heard
it?
of it, but it's
Beam
not so.
Squad. Their name is Beam Squad. They don't live far from me,
No.
and I the they, it looks like they were on YouTube for a minute, but there were a drama with that family. I think that also like boosts them and stuff.
Oh,
And they
okay.
were living in Miami, and they end up moving up here, and I saw that there were other channels that they are connected with, because they are Haitians and the other channels are Haitians
See,
as
I think
well,
that's a big
and they
thing too.
were they connected. Huh?
I think that's a big thing too. But that would be networking. That would still kind of go back to.
Yes, exactly. So they were doing that. So not always, like, if you collab with somebody, let's say we do this live right now, that doesn't mean that your subscribers are going to subscribe to me just because, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
they may not like what I do.
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
yes, I've seen big
I've run
channels who
across
give
that.
other smaller creators like a shout out and all that stuff, and they don't get that much subscribers because YouTube, like, everybody have their own, like, there's room for everybody, and people who like my channel may not like your channel, and people who like your channel may not like my channel.
I agree. And people subscribe for, like, I'm not gonna say weird. Not It's not weird, but people subscribe for, like, interesting reasons. Interesting reasons. It may
Yes.
not even be because of your content. They're like, oh, Fabi has dreads, so do I. I like her dreads. I'm gonna subscribe when your channel isn't even about, like, hairstyle.
Right, right. And
But
then I
that's
post
just
a video
something.
later on, la, I don't like this video, and then
Yeah. So,
but
but
they like my hair.
exactly, exactly. Let me read. I may not get to the video today. It's posted, but I eventually get to one. That's what Dina said. Nisha, there are a lady, and yeah, can't even say my name right, but we watch each other's videos. Anthony was saying that he watches videos with other people and they can't even say his name right. Um, Coach stated, if you fake support and you watch the first minute, I'd rather you not subscribe and not bother. Hope that didn't
Oh,
come off. Hope that didn't come
okay,
off.
what was that?
Coach said, if you fake support and just watch the first minute, I'd rather you not subscribe and not bother. I hope that didn't come off too harsh. No, I think that's, I
It's
mean,
it's not bad. Well, actually, the first minute. The first minute is a view. Not too many
You said,
people
listen,
talk
I'd
about
rather
that.
you watch the first minute.
Not too many people talk about that. The first minute is a view,
Mhm.
but when you watch all the way through, YouTube push it out there because it shows that people are interested. So if I let's say you drop a video that's 25 minutes,
Mhm.
but I don't have 25 minutes to sit and watch a video, right? I'm not going to click on it until I know that I'm going to sit there and not be, being interrupted and stuff like that. You understand? Because
Yeah, but if you
I've watched other people channel that videos for 30 minutes. If I'm supporting you, you supporting me and stuff like that. Like I'm going to you know we there's room
but I
for
think
all
that's
of
what she's
us. Like we're
saying.
trying to
I,
grow.
I think that's what she's saying. Just for people
Yeah.
who, she's saying like, don't subscribe because your subscription isn't going to help the channel because you're going to subscribe, you're going to watch like 1 minute, and then you're going to click off, which is going to hurt the channel. But then I thought you were saying if you watch for a minute, that's going to count as a view. So is that?
It's heavy, but I don't do that. I will
Oh, okay.
watch the whole thing. I watch
Okay, okay,
the
okay.
whole any of you, whatever minutes it is, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I'm going to watch.
Okay. Hi, Kendi K. Hi, Mary. I think I missed y'all. Hey, Queen. I missed a few people. Sorry. But Tanika said, Danielle, yes, that's exactly what I tell people on my lives. If you don't like natural hair content and skincare content, I advise them don't subscribe.
Yeah, like I
Yeah.
agree.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing. Yes, it does impact your click through rate and how YouTube pushes your content. I think networking sets the foundation. Seven Tony stated, I think networking sets the foundation, but then you need to complete the structure. I agree.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
That's probably a perfect way to set it. Look, and since this channel is home based, that is the perfect way to set it up. You have to have a solid foundation. If you don't have a solid foundation, when people walk into your home, they're not going to feel safe. They're not going to want. They're not going to want to be there. The house is like this is the walls.
Just like
The
Jay
walls
was
aren't
saying
right in
last
here. I'm
week,
getting
that
out of
Sunday
here.
when we were live.
I'm sorry to hear you.
What's that?
I said I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said just like Jay was saying last week Sunday when I was live with her. Like your home has to look like people live there. Like
Exactly, exactly,
yeah.
exactly, exactly, exactly,
So
exactly. When Tay
absolutely.
said, turn your lights on. Make sure your lights are on so when people come to your home,
Mm-hmm.
they know that you're home. You have content to provide them, good content that they want to like, quality content that they want to watch. So yeah. All right, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing the comment. It does impact your channel, like content. Great point. Okay. Um, I think I only have like another question or two. One is what right now you're currently at 3,000 subscribers, a little over 3,000 subscribers. What is your goal for YouTube? Like, what's your YouTube goal? Your dream goal for YouTube?
My goal first of all would be to like post constantly, meaning like if I'm going to do 2 videos a week, I'm going to like do 2 videos a week no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So on those days that like when you say you're going to do 2 videos a week no matter what, right? On those days that you feel like you can't get a video out because you either you can't get around to editing.
I'm going to bench record.
Okay, that's okay,
I'm going to
okay,
bench
okay,
record
okay,
because
okay.
I find that when you bench record, it's easier because you have time to like edit your videos as opposed to like, okay, I want to post a video today and I'm going to do the video. I mean, I'm going to drop a video. I want to drop a video tomorrow, Friday, and then I'm making the video today. There's not enough time to like make like a quality video because I don't remember who I was watching. It says that when you're thinking about like a video to make, it's best to do the SEO, like do the research for the title. You have to have your title first before you even start recording.
Start the video.
Have your
Okay.
title, have your title, and do your SEOs, and then you record. It's easier that way. And I do it sometimes, and sometimes I don't. And when I don't do it, I found it hard to title the video because they say that it's best when let's say the video is about cleaning my home. So the first 30 seconds you have to state that in the first 30 seconds.
Okay.
So if I don't think about the title first, and now making the video, I just say something.
You may not state
now,
it.
you see what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
now I
yeah.
search the SEO, and there's not much search for that title I come up with.
That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense.
So if I come up with a title and the SEO is not solid, it's not good, and I can come up with something else, and if I like what I get for the SEO, and then I know, okay, this is what I'm gonna say when I record that video. Mm-hmm. And I found it easy that way to make the video and to edit it. And sometimes I forget to make my thumbnail. So these are things that I need to work on.
Okay, but yeah, I think that pretty much planning content. So batch recording, and that's going to help with planning the content, knowing what to say in the content. And then the other thing that I was going to add to that is even when you plan your content, like when you batch record, it kind of frees up space to be able to create. Like if you're sitting here thinking about, oh my gosh, I got to get this video out tomorrow, and I got to get another video out in 3 days.
Yeah, and you're in so much rush.
Exactly. You can't even begin to create good content because it's all a rush. So I think that honestly, batch creating is the key. I'm looking to start doing that as well. So we'll see. I think a lot of times we know what to do. We got to hear it 25 different times to start doing it. But yeah, I think it's gonna be one of those things that we look back on and say, "Oh my gosh, if I would have started batch creating from."
Yes, like a day that like let's say, out of 7 days a week, Thursday is your free time. Okay, on Thursday I'm going to batch record my videos, and then you'll have Friday, you have Saturday to edit your videos. And you don't have to rush, and you can find sounds to put on there and all that stuff.
I agree. All right. Well, let me just make sure.
I don't know if you guys do that. I have TubeBuddy. So I would go on TubeBuddy, and there's something on there like you can play with, like you can put the title, and then it will show you if it's searchable. Like it will tell you a percentage, like if it's searchable, and if you are the amount of competitor that bigger channel that you're gonna have to people you're gonna have to compete with, and then it will give you all that. So I like for everything to be at 100%.
Have you found when you use TubeBuddy that those videos perform better?
I will not say better. I think it helped. But then again, we still have to put the work, because if I'm not posting constantly, YouTube is not going to take me serious. It's not going to push my videos out there. You see what I'm saying? So we still have, we have all these tools that we can use on top of what we already have. So if we're posting constantly and, and using them, I think it will help.
I agree.
But,
let me read some of the questions just to see if anybody has any questions for you, because we're about to wrap up. But looks like everybody's chatting with each other. Kendi K did make a good point. She stated, like, if a lot of people create good content, and if you just like actually sit down and watch the content, it's a lot. You actually can enjoy it versus like trying to like rush. Oh, I'm trying to watch this video real quick. A lot of stuff is your mindset when you're creating and viewing. Queen said, you have to remember you have subscribed to several channels as support, and you can't remember all of them. And if they're not visual to you, you can't remember who they are either. I agree with that, because even here, like here on YouTube, the people that you watch the most, or even like recently, are the people that's in your feed. So that's another thing too. The people who are putting out videos very often are going to be the people in your feed because they're making themselves known. So I agree with that. Kid said, "Come on, Stella Black." This is juice, but I feel like it's a little bit more than juice today. Probably because I'm kind of on an empty stomach. Excuse me, y'all. Hold up. Excuse me. Sorry.
Yes.
Trisha's closet said, I have so much to say, but I'm driving. Oh, man.
Oh no.
Say, girl. Coach said, Tanika, I was at your house earlier, but I can't remember if I commented, was watching your video. I was on Tanika's channel earlier too. Be careful. Drive a Antonio. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing any questions. Saying, Coach, I want you to
Right.
the whole thing. But yeah, we are. If I'm sub okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have. Y'all, I'm trying to get better at multitasking. Janae wants to know what the heck. What is this? We're doing an interview. Oh my
I
God!
can see her asking it too.
You see
I
her
can
comment?
I
We
can
go,
hear her.
bro. We gonna scroll right past that. Today, Fabby's not a. She's not that today.
Wait. What was that?
She said, "Oh, we interviewing snitches now." No, but it affects your channel if people click off. Yeah, I agree. Okay. All right. Did I miss any questions, y'all? I don't see you pop up on my feed or get the notification. I search my subscriptions for you to see if you post anything new. I'll say this.
Yes, I always do that. I always have my post. I have my post notification for all of you. I mean, they have time. There are time that if my phone is on the couch and I may not hear it, I may not see it because I'm not holding the phone. But if the phone is in my hand and I have the time, I will go and watch it. And sometimes I will just go to my notification tab and I will just go to see if anybody posts a new video and stuff like that. And I will go and watch them.
I probably need to do that because if I don't see people like in my feed, sometimes I'm not like searching. Like I follow a lot of. I'm subscribed to a lot of
Yeah,
people.
if you look on the bell, that's the notification. Like if you go to the studio, you see the bell. You click on it. It will tell you.
Everybody who uploaded.
Yeah, it will tell you so and so upload and all that stuff. If you have your post notification on for them, it will show you. That's what I do to keep up because I don't remember everybody's name to say, oh, let me go see if so and so post. So I just check the notification.
Hi, Damo said, yes, Fabby. I tell my family that all the time. My big brother be fast forwarding my videos when he don't have time. Oh my God.
Yes, I don't fast forward because the studio will tell you that we will say that people like on mine it will say like they have this thing like I don't know if you guys see it on yours too because sometimes there are different levels like different accomplishments, certain things that that may be available for me may not be available for you, but it will show that if I have the date. I don't know if you have that yet. It will tell you if there's a part that people enjoy and if you know.
I think you can see it on the app, like with the. I don't. I don't know if it tells me. Like it actually tells you what part.
Yes, it will show you. Yeah, it will show you the part. Like if there's a dip, the dip means like
Oh yeah,
people.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yep, you can. I've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
She said dreads. She said dreads. That is telling YouTube that your subs don't like your video. I sent it. Sorry, y'all. I'm just catching up on the chat, and then we are going to wrap it up. I thank everybody for stopping on by. This was my very first interview, and I can't say that I was nervous, but
Jade said, "What is she saying? I didn't understand."
it's a work in
What she
progress.
didn't
We're working it out.
understand.
Y'all see me commenting long after the video should be over. It means I
Jade
was
said, "What is she saying? I didn't understand."
cone shape heads. She said about read the chat, cone shape heads. I'm done with her. I am going to send you something right now. Okay, they're talking to each other. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any of y'all questions. If anybody had any questions for Fabby or myself before we get out of here, I still have to get around. Yeah, spin recording. You have to do it how it works for you, but I really enjoy doing multiple at a time. Yeah. So I should tell Trish to come to class 25 times, but sometimes we need to hear things a few times before it resonates, and sometimes from different people. So even coach, let's say let's say I didn't want to class. I do want to come to class. That's not it.
Wait. Jenny said two pineapple sheep heads.
Janae's comments. I'm scrolling by. But I
Janae,
forgot what I
my
was saying.
ab hurts. I can't laugh. I went to coach class last night. I'm beat. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, your body hurts. You got to keep going. Once your body hurts, you just got to keep going.
No, I need 5 months break.
No, and then when you go back in 5 months, it's going to hurt again. But no, like I was saying, sometimes even coach, like there's a few people that mentioned your classes on their videos. Sometimes you need to hear other people's experiences and all those things before you sign up. That's not my case, but I'm just saying. That's why I said people need to hear it 25 different times sometimes, because it's at the end of the day, it's like marketing. People, that's why people have commercials.
Yep.
To market. But they were just saying they have TubeBuddy. I know recently if people do have TubeBuddy, I heard a few people say that ChatGPT has been doing it for them, so they don't really need TubeBuddy. But yeah. All right, I think that was it for the most part. If anybody has any last questions for Fabby, drop them below. And then if not, we are going to wrap it up. I do thank y'all for coming on by.
Jenny get on my nerves.
I know. You got to scroll past her. I never seen
That's on my nerves. I've never wanted to fight a 25-year-old so bad in my life.
Wait, what happened?
Well, at that time she was 24. When I wanted to fight her, she was 24.
Corey said, I'm back. But yeah, y'all, so thank y'all for tuning into the very first interview. There will be more to come. Next week, I am interviewing Fee, the real Fee Nicole. So definitely tune in the same time next week. And on this channel, when I do interviews, we will be doing all things home and all things life and just all those things. So yeah. That Corey said, Fabby looks so purty. I'm on my multitask these days.
Thank
Don't mind me. Great interview, ladies. Thanks, Cams. And I just want to thank everybody for coming out. We've been on here for a little minute. So
okay, Demo asked a question. If Fabby could collaborate with anybody in
or outside of YouTube
outside of the YouTube space.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Demo. I missed the question.
I asked that earlier. Sorry, Demo. If I could collaborate with anybody in or outside of YouTube, outside of the YouTube space, like
on YouTube or outside of YouTube, like who would you want to collaborate with if you could?
I don't know.
Would it be like do you think it would be like another family channel, like a family channel, or somebody like just like one person?
It can be a family. It can be a family channel.
Probably be a family channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, she said she don't want to collab with none of y'all. She's doing her own thing in her own lane.
Anybody, celebrity, anybody. I wasn't even thinking about the celebrity. I don't know. I'd have to think about that Demo.
That's a good question.
Who you, Fabby? Come outside after this live.
Who you, Fabby? Come outside after this live. Trish, collaborate with Trish, Fabby.
Oh, Jenny, I love you,
Jenny. We can collaborate. That would be cool.
I love you, Nene. Jenny is too much.
Because I hate her Wi-Fi.
I can collab with you.
That would be cool.
I can collab with you. I can collab with Coach. I can collab with Honey.
Okay.
Because I love fashion. I can collab with most of you guys.
Okay, so that's your answer. I mean, answer.
Yeah, I can collab with any of you.
That's your answer, Demo. She would collaborate with some of us.
Yes.
I know a lot of people they would like to collaborate with. That's interesting that you say you would collaborate with us because like we're similar in I guess like sub count.
Yes, I love food and I can I wouldn't mind trying Queen's food.
I know, especially like
Vegan food.
the mushroom that was
Yeah, I love mushroom. Yes, when she
that
make
would
her
be
food, they look
interesting.
interesting. I wouldn't
That
mind
would
trying
be.
her food.
That would be interesting.
I would
Tanika,
definitely collab with
Tanika
her.
said, "Forget you." Tanika said, "Forget you."
And me and them, or we can go to Costco together. That's my twin. I can
Oh
collab
God,
with
I would say, "Oh God, don't start with the twin. Don't get
with
nobody
Tanika
started."
too. I can collab with Tanika too. You know, natural hair
That'd be cool.
care. Hello. My kids are natural.
Hmm. Okay.
I can collab with most of you
We could
guys.
bring our families together. Oh, that'd be cool.
Hmm.
Please,
Yeah,
not
I
the
try
twins. I
not to
know,
like.
Danielle. I'm gonna wrap it up before we even start with the
Hmm.
twins.
Like sometimes I will go to a, let's say I'm in one of you guys live, and if I see someone I've never seen before, I will click on the name to see what the channel is about. If it's not something I'm interested in, I'm not going to sub, because if I'm not going to watch, you see what I'm saying? So I try not to tell people when I go live. I try not to tell people that, like, okay, you can try, you can check out so and so channel and stuff like that. If you see something that interests you and stuff, then if it's
Yeah.
interests you,
All right. This is
but
one
not
last
just.
question. I have one last question for you. If you could pick the perfect sponsor, who do you want to sponsor you?
For home.
Or no, just in general, anything. Don't have to be home related.
Okay, the home related or natural hair care, because hair products, natural hair
No,
products
anything,
are
anything. If you could pick like your dream sponsor, like oh my gosh, I can't believe they sent me the email. Who would it be?
RH.
RH, really? That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
RH, and like
I don't even know if they sponsor people. Probably not. They
any
might.
big companies. Oh,
They might.
let
They
me see.
might.
There are some other names that I've heard, that I've seen some in some other like channel, that names that I've never heard before. Like get people couches and dining
Mhm.
table, or
So it would be home. You would want somebody to sponsor like this home related.
yes, because I need a
Okay.
new
Okay.
dresser.
Okay. 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 That's funny.
And there are other stuff that I would like to have, but shoot, if somebody can sponsor me, and I like their stuff, why not?
Hmm. So your ideal. All right. So you need to write RH.
I'm not ready for RH yet.
I know their stuff is very, very nice. That's what Nisha was saying. She said their stuff is nice, very expensive. Um, Fabiana, get on my nerves. Fenty Beauty, me please. Honey said Fenty Beauty.
Fenty Beauty,
They
Yeah,
ask
I love
y'all
Fenty
on my
Beauty.
behalf. You know what's funny? Y'all should drop who your ideal sponsor. Like who would y'all want to sponsor y'all? Drop them in
I
the
I
chat.
like Fenty Beauty too, but I don't know how to do makeup, so it's pointless.
I was on. Well, you can learn. I was on Cam Z's
I
channel.
can't even see how I'm supposed to put lashes on. I won't need my glasses to put on lashes.
Oh my gosh. Do you have
Just
contacts?
to do this little stuff on my face, girl. I was fighting for my life because
Listen, you got it together today. You got it together. I was
I
on.
tried. You
I
have
was
no
on.
idea.
I was on Cam Z's channel, and she was saying that somebody reached, like a sponsor reached out to her, but she didn't take it because it was hair related, and that's not what her channel is about.
Yeah,
So
I
she
don't
didn't
blame her.
take it.
If her channel is not about, it's not hair related
Trouble.
channel, and let's say you get a lot of views on it, then they're going to expect to see more about hair stuff, and that's not what her channel is about. And there are times that it can be like she may have less view because her um her audience are not following her for hair, products. I try
I
to be
agree.
careful with that too. Like there are companies that will
No, but I
send
was
me like
asking what is everybody's
emails.
ideal sponsor because in that case, right, she didn't want to take it, but I'm saying if she had other people that she knew that would be interested, she could say, "Oh, I'm not into hair care, but I
But
know three
yes,
channels.
yes,
I know three
exactly. I
channels
wouldn't
who
mind
are."
doing that.
You
Yes.
know, because if you have no interest in them at all, but you support other people who do hair care, like that would be perfect for Tanika or
Yeah.
anybody
Mhm.
really. A lot of people,
Oh,
the
I'm not
hair.
interested, but I know this channel, like,
Exactly,
reach out
because
to
they may not
them.
have even seen that channel, but because you mentioned them, it's like, okay, let me go check them out. So it gives other people a chance. I
Yeah,
told,
like I had received some motion light, and at that time the channel was under the girl's name. I mean, I get few views on it, but it wasn't much because my channel was not about home at that time. But I like those lights, and I still use them till today. So motion lights, like you can have under your cabinets or in your inside of your cabinets and stuff like that. Once you open the door, or like in the dark, once you open the door, it will just light up.
The motion
Or even in my kitchen too. There are certain part in my kitchen, like if the kitchen light is off and I walk towards the dishwasher, and there's light will come on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I love those type of lights. Janae says, I have
so
questions. Drop your
them for
questions,
free.
Janae. But I wanted to take a look at everybody's other things. So Dina said Bissell and Scrub Daddy would be her ideal. Nusha Coach, I want all the Spanish products. I ain't fighting none of you. Danielle said, let me get the better help money. Okay. Please and thank you. That'll be perfect. Yes, Danielle.
I can stand Janae.
Dina said, I got a PR
Collaborating
package
with
from Scrub
snitches
Daddy. Yes,
against
I
the
reach
rule.
out to them for collaboration. Okay. And you're always, Dina's always, so far, I started following Dina recently. She's always in the kitchen cooking. So that's like, that's ideal for her. Scrub Daddy, because I reached out to them for collaboration, but they didn't have any spots available at the time. Okay, but they still sent you PR. That's cool. I want wig sponsors too. Good wigs though, not bootleg ones. Tanika, yes, send them over to me. Janae isn't collaborating with snitches against the rules. I don't think so, Janae. Puerto Rican be slacking. All right, hey Tease, hey girl, you late but
Too
you here.
much.
You late but you here. We're about to wrap up, Tease. We was just chit chatting now. I had interviewed Fabby, asked her some home related questions, some content creator questions, but we're wrapping up now. And I was just asking, like, what is like the ideal sponsor to drop them below? So we can keep everybody at the back of our. We can keep everybody in mind when we are reaching out to sponsors, or sponsors or companies are reaching out to us. It may not be something that we're interested in, but somebody we know may be interested in.
I feel like we always have to start somewhere. So right now, if it's any align with what my it would be have like other companies would see that, okay, so and so is working with that person and stuff like that.
I agree.
I don't know.
I think that
Yeah.
I think that would be perfect. You know how many channels are on YouTube, and then even Cam, she was saying, oh, because I told her, I said, oh, you may not be interested, but you can send them my way. She was like, they were looking for channels that you had over 10,000 subscribers. Like she said, between the 10 and 20 mark. So she was like, once you hit like a certain amount of subscribers, certain companies will reach out to you. But even still, I feel like if I knew that they wanted somebody with 10,000 subscribers, right, and it was something that you were interested in, I would still drop your name, because then that would put light on you. You know what I mean? Like they can go check your channel out.
Yeah, because
like,
you may have 10,000
growing.
subscribers and I have 5,000 views, and I have more.
Exactly.
I have more engagement in my channel.
Exactly. I don't know. It's interesting, but it's good to know what everybody. Trisha says she worked with fitness companies. It's good to know what everybody what their ideal companies would be. Coach, I can definitely see Nike. Danielle said Trisha's cool as the other side of the pillow. Trisha's. Oh my gosh! Listen,
I wouldn't mind working for fitness company, but I would have to let's say one of my videos that I'm planning on posting, I can find a way to fit that in there where my channel is not, where my video.
Yeah, I get it. Because fitness honestly can go with a lot of people's channel, just because it's lifestyle. It's lifestyle,
Right.
Everybody's always either in the fitness journey, starting the fitness journey, or whatever the case is. So I can definitely see that. Oh, that's cool. This is exciting. Everybody, y'all should start reaching out. I know Supreme been telling me I need to get on it, but that's cool. And I didn't even think that, even if they don't have a slot for you, they may still send you PR and just keep you in mind. Even reaching out, it's like, all right, let me add her to the list, and then we'll reach out later. when there is a spot available. So that's good information. That's good. That's good. That's good to know. All right, y'all. Since y'all don't have any questions anymore, any more questions for Fabi? I'm not interested. This was we are going to wrap it up. I think y'all. I thought she said Trish at first. Let's get trash. Mhm.
Reaching out to you, and there are times that people like your what's that again? I'm looking for your audience seeing that people are reaching out to you. They might end up, taking you more serious. Oh, okay, people are reaching out to them, and like I'm gonna be here for this and stuff like that, and and seeing bigger companies and stuff.
Anthony is saying bye. All right.
As long as it's not trashy, because one thing I don't wanna like tag my name with anything that I'm just going to do it just because of because I
Yeah,
get it
because
for free. I don't want
people are
that.
gonna want to buy it, and they're gonna like, oh, I can't trust her.
Yeah, and then now they're gonna be like, okay, I'm not gonna get anything from this person because she's having us buying trash. I would want that for my audience. I want my audience to get
Exactly.
the best stuff.
Exactly. All right, so we are going to wrap up,
You have to
Fabi.
be honest and
If
stuff.
you do do you have any closing remarks for people who don't know you? It looks like everybody in the chat probably already, know you. But anybody on a replay?
Well, yeah, and I'm pretty sure not all the 24 who are watching is in the chat. So I would say that my channel is about hair care, lifestyle, and home decor.
Mm-hmm.
Or should I remove the hair care and just leave it high lifestyle and home decor?
Are you gonna? Are you gonna? I don't. I feel like
Because
hair
that's what I
care.
have on my on the banner. It says hair care, home decor, and lifestyle.
I would say that home hair care is kind of like with the lifestyle, but you can definitely separate it if you're
What's
gonna have.
that?
If I said I would definitely, you can go either way. Hair care is part of the lifestyle, but you could
Okay,
also
so I
have
can
it.
just leave it as home decor and lifestyle.
You could, but if you're going to be doing videos that's specific to hair care, I probably would leave it separate. But if
Okay.
you're going to like incorporate your hair care in with your like videos and stuff like that, I probably would keep it like lifestyle.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna leave like that because there are times that I would wash the girls' hair and I wanna
Exactly.
show
Exactly.
when I wash their hair and the product that I use and all that
Exactly.
stuff.
I will keep it
So I
separate.
can always put them in that category, hair care and stuff.
Coach says shea moisture would be great for you.
Shea moisture. I've used shea moisture too, but the thing is that not
Me
everything
too.
is like shea moisture might be good for you and it's not good for me. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
her
know it's so
hair.
hard. That's one of
You
the
can
things.
have the same type of hair, but I use certain things on my hair. It works for me, and you use it. It's not work for you. It doesn't work for you. Vice versa.
Exactly. They just did a
Yeah.
brand trip to Jamaica. Oh, they did do one. Oh yeah, they did. I gotta watch that vlog. What's the name posted about that? A brand trip to Jamaica. And Nisha
Shea
said
moisture would
she
be
needs
good
to
for
make a
that.
new banner. Girl, me too. We all do.
What's that?
No, Nisha was just saying that she needs to make a new banner for her channel. I think because you were mentioning like on your banner you have hair care, lifestyle.
Yes, my banner. Yes, I have my husband on there, but since you won't see him much, so I just now have me and the girls on it and stuff like that. And if I ever record and he show up, then that's fine. But I'm married. And my husband, he doesn't care for the camera. He support the channel. Like when I drop a video, I would see that he would click on it and stuff like that, but he doesn't care to be on it.
He said I'm gonna hang out in the background.
Yes.
And Lily said your Wi-Fi is messing up. I don't know, you're good on my end. It might be Lily's Wi-Fi.
Lily's a mess.
All right,
Me
y'all.
and
So
your
yeah, if
wife
y'all are
are gonna
interested,
fight.
definitely check out. This is for the people on the replay because I think everybody in the chat already knows you. But if y'all interested, definitely check out Fabi and the Family on her channel. She does home decor, lifestyle,
And
and hair
yes,
care. So
yes.
definitely,
I can take you guys when I go to the hair salon to get my locks with twist, or I can, take you guys with me when I take the girls to their salon to get their hair done,
yes, 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 yes,
and
yes.
or when I'm washing their hair and do different style because I braid myself too. When I saw you
Do
were
you
braid, I was like, oh my gosh, she braids too. I
do
braid
you
too. I don't like other people doing the other people hair, but I do the girls' hair.
but do you add like you add weave to it? Oh, I didn't see that. You
I
made
do.
it.
I hate doing it because their hair once I blow out the hair, it gets so long, and when you add
Okay,
hair
okay,
extension to it, you have to like have it so long so that way it passes the hair, and you don't
yeah,
want to have it the same length because then when you cutting it, you're gonna cut their hair.
okay,
So I
yeah.
like to pass their hair, so therefore I have to add more hair to it. I have to,
You can just
so
braid their. You can just. They have so much hair. You can just braid their natural
I
hair.
know, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be probably healthier too, because you know what they're saying about the hair now, the chemicals.
What her channel name? My
Thanks,
channel name
Anthony.
is Fabi and the
Thanks, Tony.
Family.
Oh yeah, okay. So Dina's here. Her name is Fabby and the family. I'm also gonna tag it after the live is over. I'll put it in the description or like just tag it in the title. So yeah, definitely check out Fabby and the family. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Um, yeah, that's it. I will see y'all. Well, we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all on the YouTube streets.
Yes, and connect.
Perfect. Thank you so much, honey. Honey just dropped Fabby's channel.
Oh, honey, you're the best. I haven't been
Honey
at
be on it.
Honey Place either. I need to. I keep saying that and I forget. I need to stop at her channel too. I need to show some. I haven't been there in a while. I
Yep.
need to show some support.
Yes, 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 yes. Everybody support
Mm-hmm.
each other. Um, try to visit. I will
Show
go to
some
her
support.
channel. Okay. Thanks. Oh, thanks for. I didn't see you in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Life with Ruthie.
Thank you, Life with Woody, baby.
Yep.
Woody,
Thanks for
baby.
stopping by. And next week, like I said, we're gonna be doing another interview, same time, same day. So I will see y'all then. Definitely check out Fabby's channel. Yeah. And until next time,
Yes,
y'all.
if you like it, then hey, let's lock in.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. Exactly,
And I
exactly.
plan on posting more often. Oh, Life with
She said
Woody
she's
says
Haitian.
yes, I'm Haitian.
Oh, I
Oh,
didn't know that.
nice,
Oh, see, 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 see.
nice.
So you're
Like
gonna
I
really enjoy.
said,
So you're gonna really enjoy Fabby's channel. She's always cooking.
you breaking up, Trish.
Oh, I'm breaking up. Can you hear me?
Okay, I hear you. Yes,
I was telling her that you're always cooking on your channel too, so she's gonna enjoy your food.
yes.
Yes, 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 yes. I was just on her channel earlier. Okay. Well, until next time, y'all. I will talk to y'all in the YouTube
Until
streets.
next time.
Peace.
Thank you so
Thanks.
much again for having me. What
Thanks.
Janet? Oh, Nisha said
Thanks,
I'm
Fabby.
watching
Thanks,
Fabi
Fabby.
right now on her channel. Oh, thank you, Nisha.
Oh, yep. You're gonna enjoy Fabby. Good evening. All right, y'all. I will see y'all later. Peace out. Peace, Fabby. I'll
Later.
talk to
Thank
you
you
later.
again for
Thank
having me.
you.
It was a pleasure.
Oh, thanks for stopping by. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, bye everyone.
All right.
Thank you for
Peace out, y'all.
watching.
Bye.
And thank you for all the super chat.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh.
Don't forget
I wonder if I should be able
to
to go back and read the comments because I know I missed so many. And I hope I didn't miss anybody's questions.
Yeah, it's possible.
Mm, I
It's
don't like that.
possible. But they understand.
I know. Hopefully.
They understand, yes.
Peace, y'all. I'm
It's
gonna go
like
have
that.
look, I'm gonna go have dinner at 9:30.
Yes, I'm going to bed.
Oh my gosh. All right. Thanks, Fabby. Thanks again. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.